Well, let's end this conversation right now. Okay, here we go. Right here, you have a track, and this is on a digital platform, right? That I did with my own hands, right? Everything I played right here on this keyboard and on this computer. Now, I'm gonna solo the drum tracks. Okay? And what I have to show you is how AI will not be able to replace human beings or all of that, right? Because right here, when you go to this menu over here, that menu is nothing but all AI generated instruments, from drums to pianos to everything. Now let's just say, for instance, if I wanted to use one of these, let's go with a piano sound, right? Let me put the drums back on. Okay. Now you see that? I'm not playing that. That's the computer. And it aligns with the tempo automatically. I'm gonna show you. All right. Nah, watch this. I'm gonna speed it up. Okay. I can't take credit for that because I didn't play the piano. You understand what I'm saying? That's a pre-made, prefabricated piano loop from the AI menu. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let's say, for instance, I go here. I'm gonna select electric piano, right? Now this is me. You see my fingers on there actually hitting the keys? Now, I might not be playing an actual Fender Rhodes, but what I am doing is I'm actually playing the sounds that's coming out of the computer. You understand what I mean? I'm actually controlling that and adding humanness to it in that regard. So I can take credit for that because I actually played this, composed the sound from a digital source. Also, with this drum kit, I might not be actually striking an actual kick and a snare, but with this snare and kick sound, that's a kick, and that's a snare. All right? Now, I'm actually doing that, and I'm showing you I'm doing it. Now, let's come over here. Where we have an actual drum kit. Okay? Now, I can take credit for this because you see my foot and you see me hitting this snare with a drum stick. That's actually me. So if I record this, I can take credit for that because I actually did that because I struck the snare and I actually struck the kick drum with a real drum kit. You understand what I mean? And I can also take credit for this digital kick and snare routine because I actually played it. AI will never be able to replace human beings, human musicians, because it needs us in order to exist, in order to take ideas, drum sounds, keyboard sounds, any instruments that humans play. It needs to be able to get that from us in order to even exist. So Will AI ever replace musicians, real humans? No, it can accompany us by, you know, doing what we do, or having enough information in the cloud, if you will, to be able to reference once somebody tells it what to do. But when you use AI, you're telling it, hey, take a Nas song, take Nas is Like, and make it sound like James Brown from the 60s. So then you're actually just saying that. The results is what the computer generates from the cloud of information that was programmed by a human being in order for it to even reference those sounds. And then you get Nas's Like with the James Brown sound. Nas's lyrics sounded like James Brown voice and sang in such a way it sounds like James Brown, with the James Brown band, Fred Wesley and all that, and Clyde Stubblefield and all them cats, right? Because it can reference that from the computer that was programmed by a human being. So AI will never be able to take over and replace human beings, because without us, it doesn't exist. It is what it is, right? And also, to try to take credit for a AI generated beat is bullshit, because you're not doing it. The machine is. You just said, hey, make it sound like, and then the computer generates it and makes it sound like what you said. So, case closed.